I'm Edie Lush, and I'm here at the Hub Culture Pavilion in Austin, Texas. John Magnay, Head of Agricultural Finance for Opportunity International, has stepped outside with me. Tell me, first of all, what Opportunity International does and what you're focused on.
So Opportunity International is a global NGO that's focused on delivering services to the bottom of the pyramid through the financial sector. So we have a range of financial institutions in the countries where we operate, and they provide microfinance loans and financial services to our clients.
And tell me about the opportunities that are presented in irrigation, for example.
So I'm the head of agriculture, and my focus is on our operations in Africa. Currently, I see several issues with regards to Africa. We have an exploding population. We're going to double the population in the next 20 to 25 years. We have an increase in urbanization of that population. And what it means is that in the next 20 to 25 years, we're going to have to triple agricultural production. Now, at the moment, 65% of Africa are living and working in rural areas, producing the food for the continent. But their level of productivity and their level of well-being in terms of income and health is actually quite limited. So one way we have been providing financial services to increase their productivity and increase their output. But irrigation is the next big thing that we can bring to them. Currently, our rain-fed farmers are suffering from the impact of the El Nino, the droughts and floodings caused by the El Nino global effect. We're also seeing that the current climate change is actually impacting on our client, and yet we have an increased need for food. And to be able to do that, the adoption of irrigation is important. From an income point of view, it can more than triple their incomes. From a nutritional point of view, it gives them access to good food and improve their household nutrition. And the third thing is, access to irrigation means they're not dependent upon seasonal rains for one seasonal harvest. They're able to grow a crop all year round. And this changes the other very important factor about rural clients in Africa. It changes their household incomes. They're getting a much more regular income because they're able to produce when the rains are not there and, well, almost all year round.
How do you ensure that happens without an enormous impact on the planet, on the soil? How do you ensure that happens without drawing too much groundwater, without depleting the reserves?
So at the moment, there are very few places in Africa which is actually overutilizing their water resources. We're actually wasting a lot of water in Africa. We must realize that in future, if we start drawing on our groundwater, we will have an impact, and particularly with the explosion in the population. But I think it is the adoption of good practices. I think the first thing is, even if they're using rain-fed agriculture, to go for minimum tillage, keeping the moisture in the ground. And the second thing is to deliver the irrigation water in the most efficient way. And that means the adoption of drip irrigation.
The other thing I'm interested in your take on is the fact that many people see water as a security issue, especially in Africa, that it is now such a scarce resource that, in fact, there's more people fighting over water than there are fighting over other issues.
Yes.
So I wonder how what you do fits into a solution around that.
So in the areas where we work with rural clients is that we are working with the local water resource that they have available. And currently, they don't have deep well pumps. They don't have, they're not damming the rivers. They're using surface water or shallow well water for their irrigation. I agree that there will be in future some pressure on the utilization of water as irrigation becomes more readily available to the population of Africa. But we have to do it. We've got to utilize the water that we have in a better way and spread it over a larger area.
Okay, John, thank you so much for stopping by
Thank
this
you.
very warm spot in the sun
Yeah.
by the water in Austin, and I'm Edie Lush.
Thank you.